the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, here's Mon. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Mon looks to throw on first down. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Shotgun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Here's Mon. They're going for it. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go option to the short side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Mon. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he gets this one down to the 24.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Jones. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Minnesota. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And
a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now going to throw it. Incomplete, right side to Cook. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking here for Smith downfield.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Now Mon.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
First down, going to the air with Love. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move. Down from the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Love.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Love to pass.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Love.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To the air again, Love. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Badgley able to punch this one through.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just... And he loses the football a second time. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On play action, Love to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mon. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mon. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mon. Throw left side complete. That's Barber.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Touchdown, Vikings! Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
170 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught. Touchdown! Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mond.
And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, they go play action here. Mond.
Incomplete.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mond.
He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it with Jones. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man right side is St. Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mond out of the shotgun. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Mond looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Mond. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Equanimous St. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, here's Mon. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Robbing the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second down, another shot for Jones. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Love from the gun. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Love, they go play action now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.